told him, I said, why would you get involved in this? It just doesn't make sense, but you know, whatever. I mean, you know, you're free to do what you want, but I'm free to fight back the way I want to. And so they come out, Disney comes out and is, you know, they're repeating these phony narratives and doing all this stuff. And so then I went out and I just said, you know, it's really interesting that they're turning their fire on parents' rights in the state of Florida. First of all, they're a company based in California. They've got a lot of problems out in California, I can tell you that right now. But this is also a company that will film movies right where the CCP has Uyghurs in concentration camps. They will do business in the Middle East and all these other places. You want to start talking about their policies on certain things? And so it makes no sense why this would be something that they would come out on. And so I made it clear that what the left was trying to do was not going to work in Florida, because as long as I'm governor, this state is not going to be governed by what some Burbank, California-based corporation wants. It's going to be governed by the rights of the people of the state of Florida. So there was no way, and people were saying, oh, you know, the media is getting so, this is killing Florida, they're going after the governor, and now if Disney comes, no one ever bucks Disney. You know, there's no way that he's going to be able to withstand all that pressure. Here I stand. I have to move one. So we made it very clear that we would be signing the legislation when the legislature sent it to me. And of course, they did send that to me a week or two later and signed it. But honestly, I thought kind of the controversy was over. People can do what they want. Honestly, a lot of these corporations are just virtue signaling, and they think that they're pacifying the woke mob, and so they do some of this stuff. So he signed the bill. And then Disney puts out this statement, incredible statement, saying that this parents' rights in education was a violation of human rights, and that they would make sure that they did everything they could to get the legislature in Florida to repeal parents' rights. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, that you do not run the state of Florida. You know, you may think you do, but you don't. And especially when you see these videos, these Zoom videos, we have all these people in Disney talking about, you know, their goal is to inject sexuality into the programming for these very young kids. Yeah. And maybe it's just because I'm sensitive, because I've got a 5, a 4, and a 2-year-old at home. But I think that parents in Florida and in the United States should be able to allow their kids to watch cartoons without having some agenda crammed into it. And so to me, that told me that their positioning as a corporation and the values that they were pursuing was fundamentally at odds with the values we're looking to uphold in the state of Florida. And while you're free to do what you want, yes, you are free, even as a publicly traded corporation, to take certain positions, although these have been very costly positions for them. You're free to do that, but you do not have the right to force all the rest of us to subsidize your politicking and your speech. And the fact is, Disney gets more subsidies than any company in the history of our state, and probably subsidies unique to any company in all of America. Since the late 60s, they have their own government that they control and that they operate. You know, there have been things that have gone on their properties that we probably don't even know about because they control all this stuff. So they do that. They are exempt from laws that every other company has to follow. They get huge tax benefits, and they've even been able to rack up $766 million in unsecured municipal debt. And so that is an arrangement that's not even just corporate welfare. It's much more than that. That is putting one company on a pedestal in our state and really having the state of Florida locked arms with this one company. And I'm sorry, if they're going to be doing all this stuff, I'm out of that arrangement. I am not going to have that.